Chapter 10.
Inside the otter's house was a wooden table made of wood sticks and lichen. The poor lighting inside was remedied by candles made of beeswax, which illuminated the underground hole they lived in. The walls were made out of moist grass and clay. "It's so cozy in here," said Crimson as they entered the otter's house. "So this is your new friend, dear?" she asked in a high-pitched, sweet voice. "Yes, indeed, dear. Crimson, meet my beautiful, charming wife, Layla." "A real honor to meet you, Mrs. Layla. And thank you for your hospitality." "Welcome to our humble abode, Sir Crimson," she replied. "I'll cut to the chase, dear. I am a man of few words and abundant action," said Napoleon. "I am going off on a new adventure. You see, our new friend Crimson needs some assistance and a wise guide to accompany him. It seems that he is not familiar with these realms. Princess Molly had been kidnapped." There was an awkward silence for a moment, and Layla looked at Napoleon with intense eyes that were wide open. "Oh no, Sir Napoleon. This time, I am coming with you," she finally demanded. "Huh?" Napoleon's mouth opened wide in awe, and his eyebrows frowned as he heard his wife's intentions of tagging along. "Oh yes, dear. Last time you went on one of your adventures, you didn't return for 2 years. I am not having that ever again," she exclaimed, making it clear she wasn't taking no for an answer. "But my lovely Layla, there are so many dangers out there." "I can't have you exposed to those dangers," replied Napoleon with a cracking voice and a lump in his throat. "Well, to be honest, I'm pretty bored of staying here at home, and I know you will protect me from evil's hand," she replied. Napoleon was lost without words. He paused and thought for a few moments. He was beginning to realize that Layla was determined to tag along. "I suppose I can't stop you, my dear." "You can't," she said with a smile on her face. "You weren't expecting this, were you, dear?" she said as she approached him. She caressed his cheek gently and said, "Don't worry so much. I will be fine." Soon after, the otter pair packed a few bags. Layla left a note on the wooden table that read, "Mom and Pops are out on an adventure. We'll be back soon. Kisses to Amy and Dorothy. Love, Mom and Dad." She left this in case their kids and grandkids came to visit them. They blew off their oil lamps and candles and made their way to the door leading outside their house. As they turned around to take one last look at their house, Layla said, "I will miss you, my beautiful home. Stay clean." Then they all stepped outside the door, shut it, and locked it. Layla saw the trees as she began to take her first steps into the sun-filled horizon. "I have a good feeling about this. I feel adventurous." "I like your optimism, dear. But it's not a field trip, okay? It's a quest with many dangers," Napoleon warned. "What do you mean?" "A quest is an adventure." "Stop being so sour. You're getting old." "Don't kill my vibe now," she said. "Like if you're so young yourself." Napoleon replied, "What did you say?" "I am young. What's your problem?" She hit her beloved husband on the head with her hand. "Ouch, that hurt," Napoleon said as he rubbed his head. "That's what you get for calling me ugly." "I didn't say you were ugly," Napoleon replied, confused. "You sure did, you grumpy otter. Be good now and stop being naughty to your beautiful wife." "Okay," Napoleon said, still rubbing his head. "You two are just adorable," Crimson said with a giggle. "I'm glad that you're helping me. Thank you both." "Sure thing. We have a long journey. Where does the mask say the stone is?" Napoleon asked. Crimson put on the mask. "It's over there." He pointed east. "That's towards Stardust Forest," replied Napoleon in a serious, knowledgeable fashion. "Stardust. Yay!" Layla exclaimed. "Are there pixies and fairies? And magical star powder there?" "More like hungry bears, wolverines, and wolves, dear," her husband replied. "Oh," Layla sighed, now with a serious tone. Her smile turned into a grin. "But yes, there is a Stardust fairy guardian there. She's the one that probably has the mystical stone." Napoleon said, "Let's go there. It's a 3-day journey."